All right. Add this problem to the last in your notes as the last problem. Prove cosine 3x equals 4 cosine cubed x minus 3 cosine x. Now before we get going on this, what we want to think about is what do we know? We now have a whole bunch of identities. We have the Pythagorean identities like sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. We now have the sine of alpha plus or minus beta, cosine alpha plus or minus beta, and we have the song for that. We've now derived the double angle formulas, the half angle formulas. Somehow we need to pick which side is the one to start with. Again, remember that when we have a higher coefficient here for the x, we want to start on that side. So we're going to say cosine 3x. Now we need to deal with that. Now which one of our formulas will help us to deal with cosine 3x? Well, we have the cosine of alpha plus or minus beta, which is cosine, cosine, sine, sine. So we have this formula. And how can we deal with cosine 3x? Well, in order to transform it into something of this, where we're adding two things, because we have no identity for cosine of 3x, how about cosine of what two things added together will give us 3x? X and 2x. So now we can apply the formula for this, our identity. So it's going to be cosine, cosine, sine, sine. Now we have this cosine x and we have a sine x. There's nothing we can do for those two. But we have a cosine 2x and a sine 2x. And we want to look and see where we're going. We're going for, we want to get a cosine cubed minus 3 cosine x. So we don't have any sines in there. So when we're looking at this one, cosine 2x, again we have three versions of it. We have cosine squared minus sine squared, 2 cosine squared minus 1, and 1 minus 2 sine squared. Which of those three will help us to get where we want here, that it has no sine in it? It would be that second version, that's 2 cosine squared minus 1. So we're going to make a substitution in for that. 2 cosine squared of x minus 1 minus sine x. Now there's only one way to say sine of 2x. It is 2 sine x cosine x. So let's simplify a little bit. We'll have 2 cosine cubed x. I like that, but up here there's 4 minus cosine x. Again, that's good, but I need 3 there. Minus 2 sine squared cosine x. Now again, we're looking where we're going. We have no sines in there. This first part of it's good. We have the right basic form for these. We just don't have enough of each one of them. We have this sine squared. What identity do we have for sine squared? That's right, we have our 1 minus cosine squared. Now what we need to do is distribute, simplify everything. Let's just write this down. So we'll have, it's a negative 2 and a cosine x multiplied by 1. So that will be negative 2 cosine x. And then negative 2 cosine x times negative cosine squared, so that will be plus 2 cosine cubed x, a squared times the first power. Carry these ones down. Combine our like terms, and we have 2 cosine cubed, 2 cosine cubed, so we have 4 cosine cubed minus 3 cosine x. which is exactly what we want. So we have, ta-da! And that is it.